10-year-old Maya adjusted her backpack as she stared up at the imposing white walls of Rose Hall Great House. The setting sun cast long shadows across the Georgian mansion's elegant columns, and a warm Caribbean breeze rustled through the palm trees. Her parents were busy setting up their photography equipment. They were here to document the historic Jamaican estate for a magazine feature. Maya had gotten permission to explore the first floor of the mansion, and as she wandered through the rooms, the wooden floors creaked beneath her feet. She marveled at the period furniture and at the billowing white curtains as the setting sun streamed through the windows, painting patterns on the polished mahogany floors. "Remember what Grandma told us about Annie Palmer?" her father had said with a playful smile. "The White Witch of Rose Hall?" Maya had nodded solemnly. Everyone in Montego Bay knew the legend of Annie Palmer, who supposedly practiced voodoo and brought misfortune to the plantation in the 1800s. But Maya's grandmother, a local historian, had taught her the true story, that Annie was actually a woman named Rosa Palmer, and many of the spooky tales were just that, tales. Then suddenly she heard it, a soft scratching sound coming from behind one of the antique dressers. Maya froze, the scratching grew louder, and then she saw something move in the shadows. Two glowing eyes peered back at her from the darkness. Maya stifled a scream as a shape emerged, but it wasn't a ghost. It was a sleek black cat with unusual markings around its neck that looked almost like a necklace. The cat meowed softly and approached her, rubbing against her legs. Maya noticed it was wearing a worn leather collar with a small metal tag. Kneeling down, she read the faded inscription, "Rosa, 1820. "You can't be," Maya whispered, remembering that Rosa Palmer had died in 1821. Just then, her mother called from outside. When Maya looked back, the cat had vanished, but where it had been sitting, she spotted something glinting in the dust, an ancient pearl that matched the descriptions of Rosa Palmer's favorite necklace, long thought to be lost to history. That evening, Maya told her grandmother about her discovery. The elderly woman's eyes sparkled as she revealed a surprising truth. The Rose Hall cats were descendants of Rosa Palmer's own beloved pet, carefully bred and protected by the estate's caretakers for generations. Each one bore the same distinctive markings, like a pearl necklace around their throats. Maya's discovery of the pearl helped historians piece together more of the true Rose Hall story, proving that Rosa Palmer's quarters had indeed been in that very room. The pearl now sits in a special display case at Rose Hall, right next to a photograph of the latest Rosa, a sleek black cat with a white necklace of fur, who still patrols the halls of the great house at sunset. Today, visitors often report seeing a black cat in the mansion's quiet corners. Some say it's a ghost, but Maya knows better. After all, every great house needs a guardian, and who better to watch over Rose Hall than the descendants of Rosa's own beloved pet?